Yo, man, this is the entertainer James Funk, and I'm live in the den right here. You know, so what they say, and there's no holds bar right here. So James Funk, be listening out for me somewhere around town, in your town.
Live in the den in my Big Rob voice. Cheers to Big Rob, rest in peace. Funk off the water. On your right, on the table, Funk. Right behind you.
Huh? What's that? Oh, you moved. Right, so I can grab it. But yeah. Always, fellas.
Yeah,
Get them over there. Oh,
live, man, with the legendary JAS Funk, front man for RE since 1976.
Really before that, but that's when we got incorporated.
Out of Ballou High School.
So you're right.
Highland, up on the hill.
So you're right.
South side. It's an honor, man, a privilege to have Funk in here in the den. My favorite lead talker. We had these arguments and debates.
I'm quite sure.
My favorite lead talker, and I'm a JY man, but I wasn't going to see JY. I was going to see RE when they was coming down with the Kangaroo. 25 cents. Outside, everywhere, all day. Normally the drummer will be my guy, but then that lead talker got in my ear, and I was like, man, that's when I really out the club to burn, catching a ride out there with no ride back. That's how we did it, out the club to burn. Get out there, worry about how we get back.
Amen.
After the go-go.
Amen.
Howard Theater, me and my crew, 4 dudes, catch the 94 as far as you can catch it. Walk the rest of the way to the Howard. Walk home from the Howard until you see somebody that's going your way and you get a ride back. Niggas was hanging on to the back of the bus.
Yeah, because it wasn't stopping right there. It wasn't stopping right there at 70T. So you gotta either go down a little further than 9th or come down to before turn. Yeah, really. Really.
Man, we used to walk. The extremes we went through. You know, I witnessed that Howard Theater, that balcony, the spotlight up there and all that before I left in '83 to go in the military. It was a short ride, but I enjoyed it, man.
Have you ever had to walk home from the house?
Oh, yeah.
He walked home from the Coliseum.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're both about the same.
No, the Howard, me, my little, I had a little 4-man crew. Walk all the way home.
Yeah.
Because we used to get up there and ain't know how we was going to get back.
Yeah, I know how it is.
I ain't had no car. My men ain't had no car. Quake had a car. Fat Greg had a car. Those are our homies, but they, man, when we used to catch them, jump in front of them and pile in and pile in the car.
Man, I used to have before the Rasses era. I used to have a Beetle, a Volkswagen Beetle. Man, you would have thought that joint was a what's it called, a caravan.
Yeah.
There'd be so many people up in that cat. Little joint, and that joint would get us there. It might not get us home, but that's when we had to walk. But that joint would cut out on us, man.
Man,
Good old days.
My brother, oldest brother, was a window cleaner. He had a pickup truck back in the late 70s, early 80s. We'll pile up in his pickup truck, and he would not come and get us. And then when we come back down the farms, we climbing up through our bedroom window with sheets. That's the only way to get back in the house. If you go through the front door, Pop's waiting.
Y'all never got caught.
Pop, no, we ain't never get caught.
Thank God I never got caught either. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, me and one of my buddies, this is when I was going to see, when I first found out about the Soul Searchers, down there 10th and K, the Knights of Columbus. Me and one of my partners, he's deceased now. We would just joyride with our parents' car, sneaking us. So we just happened to be downtown. I don't know, we made our way downtown. We saw all these people hanging out over there. Oh, let's go over there and see, man. I'm maybe like 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? I'm not probably 13, a little younger than that. So we gets out over there. We couldn't get in because we was trying to get in because we heard the band playing in there. But that was a fun night. But we got back late, but we ain't get caught. You know what I'm saying?
After a while, the sheets used to pop.
It was a bunch of y'all climbed up there with.
Yeah, about five of us. Sheets popped, so he started taking that ass whipping, going through the front door. My father right there waiting on us with the snow on the TV. Waiting. Yeah. He used to go to bed, but then he was hip to that. And Chris got me a lot of ass whipping. From my father going out to the door.
But they were worth it, wasn't they?
Oh yes, sir.
They were worth it.
So we talking about the late 70s. Late 70s, 77, 78. I was in junior high school at the time. Take us through the early stages of RE and when y'all started put the band together to, just take us through that journey, man.
Hold on.
You got a question?
Yeah, before we go there.
Go ahead.
Because I paid a lot of money with sweatshirts, so I get these questions off. Hey, Funk, when did you first pick up a microphone and why?
Tell you the truth, Chuck Brown was the one that made me. I was a disco jock. Back in the day, there was a difference between street jock and disco jock.
Right.
And I would just play music. Man, you playing all this good music up here, man. You got to say something on this mic. You got to get the women because I'm trying to get all these chairs, get these people up out of these chairs and get rid of these tables and all that, all that kind of stuff. Right. I said, man, I'm a disco jock. I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna say something on this mic? I'm like, I think I'm 18 then. Chuck, I'm not that kind of DJ, man.
So, because the DJ wasn't talking on the mic back then?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Okay.
Because back then I used to admire Breeze.
Okay.
Smitty Mighty Brazer, Rope Flanagan. They was like the dogs. MUSJ, Music Unlimited Street Jocks was the name of it. But so we up to Maverick Room before Essence. So he gets. I'm working for Chuck. So he gets in there and say, "I'm high as Cootie Brown." I am high as Cootie Brown, and I'm just I done snuck my drink. I went outside, did some more damage. Come back in, and I'm just sitting there waiting for him to take his break. So this particular night, he gonna man, you gonna say something on the mic tonight. Come on, Chuck, man. This before the show started.
Right.
So he goes on break. Man, I was called Professor Funk back then. Man, we got Professor Funk up in here tonight, and he keep playing all this great music, and I want you to make all these women just do their thing up in here. He gonna say something to the mic to you ladies. Now I'm like, he done kind of blew my high now. And so I got up. I said, man, I'm looking at him, and he's steadily talking trash. Yeah, Professor Funk gonna say something on the mic tonight, y'all. We're gonna get him in there. And I'm like, the more he kept saying it, the more I'm like, I'm kind of getting mad, but I can't get so mad. Because he's paying me. I'm working for him.
Right.
So he goes over there. So when he takes his break, I'm not getting off this stage till you come over here, Funk, and get this mic. Now I'm already on display, because the band done stopped. So he, got me coming over there. I got to now say something on the mic. Say something stupid. I don't know what I stumbled because I'm high. I don't know what I even said. But from that point on. But to fast forward, the Young Dynamos. My brother Foot started the band. He picked up White Boy, Funky Ned, Big Horn, and my cousin Dave, because they all went to the Catholic school down the street from us. So I was here. By this time, my mother was getting ready to take over because the manager that they had was trying to take advantage of them. So, the mamas back then, they swooped in real good. My grandmother, my mother, and and Miss Mia, they swooped in. So, then when we got them, all the rest of the mothers came in. Because I was going to Federal City College then. So I was going for accounting. So I kind of got the initial business aspect going, getting the band incorporated, setting up the books and all that. So I really, at first, I would hear them down there in the basement practicing, but I would hear them playing it wrong. So I would go down there, give my little 2 cents. This is what you do. You know what I'm saying? And then, and they got it. They started listening to the songs because a lot of them songs back there. I ain't speaking of songs today. There's a lot of little parts in there.
So y'all were playing covers back then, folks?
Yeah, okay. We was playing dancing, drums, music. As a matter of fact,
that was one of y'all favorites.
Yeah, because we made by me being a DJ, I would get the records the same time the radio, the street jocks were getting the records before the radio, and then so I had a chance to pull out, this might hit, that might hit, this might hit, I would do that. So, but like I said, there's a lot of little parts that make the song bigger that you really ain't paying attention to, just the drive of the song. You know what I'm saying? And then they start picking up on that. But then I told them they got to start making the song their own. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good thing. They started picking up. Then by the time we was coming through Bird Farms, Highland, Bird Farms, and all the wrecks in the South Side, things were clicking. And then by them being young boys, because I'm 18, 19, and they like 4 to 6, 7 years younger than me. So by the time, and they still in high school, junior high and high school. Benny and I think Benny and Dave is the same age. So I didn't know at the time when Benny finally came into the band. I didn't know Benny had knew as many people as I knew. You know what I'm saying? So I said, man, he gonna be my my man, my backup man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just start. What you got today?
Yeah.
How did you master the call and response?
Well, it was kind of easy, but working with Chuck, I learned a lot from Chuck. He gave me one thing I don't think none of the bands did. Because when I told Chuck I have a band that I want to, follow, get some pointers from you to follow you. They said, sure. I said, is it all right if we, copy your style?
Right.
He said, sure.
Do me a favor. Let the people that don't live in this area know who Chuck is.
Oh, Chuck Brown. Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, or Chuck Brown. He's the godfather of go-go.
Yes, sir.
And he's...
Rest in peace, Godfather.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rest in peace, Lil Benny.
Yes, sir.
DC.
Yes, sir.
Original R.E.
Yes, Foots and all of them.
Foots.
It's a whole lot of them.
And we'll get the Foots.
Yeah. And you may know him from the Groove, Bustin' Loose, back in, came out in 78.
Give me the bridge now, give me the bridge now. I feel like busting up. Give me the bridge now, give me the bridge now. I feel like busting it, busting it. Let me hear y'all say. Oh, shut up. Let me hear y'all say. All right. Let me hear y'all say. Say. Because you say it like you mean that. Come on, Tony. Because you say it like you mean that. Give me the real talk, give me the real talk now. I feel like busting loose. Give me the real talk, give me the real talk now.
But it started around late 76 to by the time it went in the studio, it was about 77. It was 77. And heard around the world, first number one go-go record, then followed with EU, the Butt.
Mm-hmm.
But you know him as Chuck Brown and Soul Searchers from Busted Loose.
Right.
And back in the day, when I was dancing or sneaking out the house, we would go out. There was bands like Soul Searchers then, Young Senators, Black Heat, Aggressions, Ureas. There's a whole lot of bands back then.
Wow.
But Chuck was the only one that incorporated the percussion into the style that you may hear most of the older go-go bands playing in between songs, because his thing was to keep people on the floor while they changed from one song to another.
Right.
That's where the call and response come in. And like Young Senators, they had percussion in their songs. They may start and stop, but Chuck had the percussion in between songs. So, but that's what we called it then.
Wow. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you said stop.
No.
Being a DJ and knowing a lot of people, and Benny knowing a lot of people, we all, because right now, because the girls was hot on the, them gals back then was hot on our tail. You know what I'm saying? Because we was, I think, one of the better looking bands in the city. Because you got young boys still in high school, and me, the oldest, well, on stage the oldest, and because we got B Moves up in there too.
My baby man.
Yeah, that's my man. Yeah, because I was kind of like telling them when I was hanging out.
I never had the girls.
Yeah, so it made it easy. When you know everybody, it's easy. Miles, what's up, Miles? Just having a conversation, and put it in a rhyme or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it just come to me because once he got me to run in my mouth, it was hard for me to shut up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all fun.
Come on, Hugo. You finished? You got your shirt? You got.
So where how did the name? Were you involved with the name or? Oh, all right, we'll be right back with the legendary James Funk.